All right, guys. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today we are going to do a castle, and it's going to be very similar to the castle that I put on the front page. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been drawing castles for a while. I think they're very easy and they're very cool, particularly when you're into like fantasy creatures and stuff like that. And it's just it's a really cool topic. So we're going to draw one today, and we'll also put some trees and some decorations and other stuff all around it just to kind of dress it up. All right. So I want you guys to stay with me. I want you to try to draw exactly what I draw. If you feel very comfortable, go ahead and do your own thing. But I'd like you to stay with me today so we can kind of learn together and get the exact picture that we're going to get. Okay? All right. Let's get to it. All right. So let's take a look at our paper here today. Last time we did a nice little tree house. You can see I haven't colored my tree house yet, but it turned out pretty nice. I actually have someone in my neighborhood who I like to give my drawings to because she likes to color them. So I'll probably end up giving that to her so she can draw. So let's check it out. All right, so we are going to do a castle today. Super excited. Awesome. I got a lot of my friends back on here, a lot of my usual customers. Lydia, Casey, Elizabeth, a whole bunch of people. Nathan's on here. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the center of our paper here, and we're going to make the castle, kind of the high point. So what I'd like to do is I want you guys to draw kind of like a bump, but I want the bump to have a flat top on it. Liddy's here. Awesome. So again, we're just going to kind of draw a bump here, kind of like a hill. Now, it was really cool. In 2014, I went to Germany. And when I was in Germany, I actually got to see a real castle, like old castle. And it was everything I wanted it to be. It was super cool. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start off, if this is the middle, we're going to have probably a little area here left over and a little area here left over. So we're just going to start off by drawing a box. So let's start off by drawing a box just like that. And on the box, I want you to draw the gate right in the middle. Looks like that. We're going to draw one big thick board right in the middle. And then we're going to draw straight lines all the way down. For the boards. Very cool. So I'm going to give you guys a second to catch up there. Good. All right, so on the top, we're going to draw what are called parapets. And parapets are these blocks where archers protect the castle. So I came up a little bit, over, down, over, up, down, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up. Almost kind of looks like the side of a zipper. So try that out. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I got really crazy allergies today, guys, so if I'm sniffing, I know that's super annoying, and I really apologize. But I'm super sniffy today. All right, so next we are going to come over here, and I want you to draw something like this. So take this line up a little bit, and I'll zoom in. I should be zooming in on this. Come up just a little bit. And then I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Now, here's where I want you guys to pay close attention. At the top, I want you to kind of round it. Don't draw a straight line around. I want you to round it. Don't draw a straight line, round it. Then we're going to draw a couple lines at a slight angle. Notice I didn't go straight up. I came out at an angle. And then we're going to put a parapet right at the top of each one. Just like that. Cool. Now let's add some windows. And the windows are going to be very simple. We're just going to make just like that. Here, and put another window on the other one. Very, very good. And for the middle, we'll make another big parapet. So I'm just going to put a little tiny line on the inside and the bottom of the windows to give them just a little bit of pop here. And I'm going to put some more decoration on it in just a second. So now we can do a couple different things here. I want to do something kind of cool. So here, I'm going to zoom out so I can get the whole castle in here. All right. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Super easy. Super easy. So we're going to do a really neat one. So let's go ahead and draw two lines right in the center. And this is where it's going to kind of get cool here. I'm going to put a cross here, and you can make that straight across. And then we're going to put a roof on here, just like that. All right. And for this, I'm going to draw an angle up here, and then I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to make some towers off of this big tower, and it's going to look so fresh. So, all I did is I came up, straight up, and then almost like an ice cream cone at the top, out, straight across. I'm going to make 2 lines in, and then I'm going to cap it with a tower. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That looks cool. That looks so cool. All right, so what we want to do for decorations here, maybe put some little circles here. Here's the trick to really sell your castle. And I know you guys are going to love this. So if we're going to go back and we're going to do some decorations and stuff, here we'll put 2 windows side by side. Here's how we do the bricks. This is how we're going to make it look like our castle was made using great big blocks of stone, and it's super, super easy. So check this out. We're going to make little rectangles, and we're going to space them out all over our castle. Now, you can either shade them in with your pencil now, or we can go back and we can color them later. It doesn't really matter. Now, I want you guys to notice, because this is a good animation technique. Notice I'm not putting the squares all over the place. I'm spacing them out so it gives us the impression that the whole castle is made of stone, but we don't have to spend 45 minutes drawing all of the stones in here, because quite honestly, by the time you get done doing it, it's really not going to look that good. So that's why I just put in a few. Now I might attach a couple because I think that's an interesting look, and maybe I'll even put some blocks around the door. And that's super easy too. For those of you architecture people, this one right here is called the keystone, because that is the stone that holds all of these other ones together. That's the keystone right there, right on top. Now, if you want, you can put some towers on top of these, which I think I'm going to. And I'm also going to put some shingles. Shingles could be made of slate. Ava and Eli are watching. They're my kids, 7th grade kids. Super happy that they're on. I miss my kids. And again, these little details right here are really what is going to be super, super cool. When people look at your drawings, they just love to see all this cool detail. So at the top of my castle, I'm just going to put like a little spire here. And then here, I'm going to do a flag. Now I want you guys to check out my flag. I'm going to zoom in here. Zoom in on my flag. Super easy. Super easy. Just watch what I do. I'm going to make a wavy line. Now notice I went down a little bit. Wavy line down. Then I'm going to come down here on the flagpole, and I'm going to do a wavy line up and meet my flag. So now you have a flag. And you're welcome to put a flag on each one of the towers if you want to. That's pretty cool. And I think I might put just another tower over here just to fill up this negative space here. So it looks like my tower's kind of all over the place, but that's okay. It's my tower. And it looks amazing. Put another flag up here. and some bricks. Very, very cool. Wow. Love it. Color in my windows here just because I feel like it. Color in my windows. Don't forget, guys, feel free to watch this video anytime. I know some people said they're having a hard time getting to me at 1:30. Remember, I post this on my website and or on my Adirondack Art Company site and on my personal site. So you guys can come back at any time and check it out. A lot of people do that because sometimes I draw too quickly. I really like our castle. I really like our castle. It's coming out awesome. Obviously, it's going to look a lot better once we put some pops of color on there. So here's what we want to do now. And I want you guys to follow along with this because it's easy, but it does take a little bit of practice. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a road coming from our castle, but we want to make it look like it's in perspective. So the road has to be skinny here, and as we come down, the road has to get fatter because that's perspective. Oh, Michael and Vanessa are watching. Awesome. Two of my favorite people. So here we go. So I'm going to draw this road right from the door, right from the edge of the door, and I'm just going to come around and give it a nice curve. You can come straight down if you want, but I don't think that's as fun. And then I want you guys to notice that as I come off, I got wide. So I got narrow, and as I came down, I got wider. Maybe down here we'll put some little rocks. Some grasses. Help fill up that negative space. Remember, whatever you draw up here, it's got to be smaller than down here. So my grass is tall here, super tiny over here. Okay, this is really cool. So let's try doing this. To draw the background, because I think our castle's pretty solid. If you wanted to draw those other little walls on the side, you certainly could. I just didn't finish it really. But here could be another wall just to make sure nobody gets the fancy pants idea of climbing up here. They still got to deal with another wall. Maybe you could put a cannon right here. That'd be neat. Pretty cool. All right, so let's do this. Maybe we could, let's see here. Now, this castle looks a little bit like Cinderella's castle. And Cinderella's castle was built off of a German castle, not the one I went to, just south of Munich in Germany, called Neuschwanstein, which is German for New Swan Stone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw straight lines here, straight as I can anyway. And I think I might make this water. I got a bunch of my friends watching right now. I love it. Somebody said they got a brand new TV last night, and the first thing that they casted was one of my drawing programs, which I thought was pretty cool. That was nice of them to say that. All right, so we have our lake here. Now, the cool thing is in our lake, we could put like a sea monster. We could draw like a nice big boat. So here's a crazy looking sea monster. He just wants to see, what's up, bro? What's cracking in that castle of yours up there? Maybe put his tail out here. Boop, 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 boop. He's just chilling. And then in the back, super easy, we're going to draw some mountains. Now, you may want your mountains shaped maybe pointy. You may want them like the Adirondack Mountains, which are very kind of low and eroded. I'm going to kind of make mine a combination of both. And I am even going to put snow on the top of the caps. Maybe it's Elsa's permanent castle, who knows. Melissa and Sydney are back. About time. Welcome back, guys. Welcome, welcome. And just to break up that negative space, we're going to put another mountain range right in front. Now, I want you guys to give your castle a really cool name. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a rectangle here. Or maybe it could be like on an old busted board, because it's been around for a while. I want you guys to name your castle. So I'm going to put like a signpost in the ground. A signpost in the ground. And then we can name it. And I need to think of a good name. How about we do Castle Segulio. Castle Segulio. Since my last name's Segul, we'll name it Castle Segulio. And I'm going to give it a little 3D action here. Remember, 3D action, we're just kind of putting a little square there. Cool! Into the unknown. Well, this is why I draw, kids, okay? You're not going to get any singing out of me. I want people to sign on, not everybody leave. I should have a Segul army there, you're right. So, Castle Segulio. And someone said, what about lily pads? You could always fit in lily pads. And of course, we can always do our cattails because it's swampy over here. He's a happy dragon. Everybody's happy at Castle Segulio. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Now, if you guys remember when we did our map, we also could do like a large boat here, like a pirate ship parked in the water outside. That would be cool too. Maybe you could put a flying dragon up here. I'm just going to put some birds. You guys know I like to do my little birds. Fill up some more of that negative space. Now we could also, if we wanted to make it looking like we're coming out of the woods or something like that, we could make like a nice big fluffy trees popping out here or something like that. It's pretty cool what you think about when you start really drawing. Start getting really creative. And people that don't like your ideas, well, then they don't have to look. Because when you draw, they're your rules. Now maybe we could draw some other rocks coming up the slope here. I really like this castle, guys. I think we did a good job today. Color's going to make it even better. Color is going to make it even better. So in the background, if you did something similar to me, I would go dark purple, light purple, very light purple. That's what I would draw. Castle Segugio is open. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So down here, I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe I might just draw my galleon or my boat. So I'm going to erase this line just to give me a little extra room here. You guys can, since I don't have a lot of time, I'm going to do this kind of quickly. But remember, boats are not on the water, they're in the water. And that's very important to understand. Okay, so Josh, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for signing on. So here's my boat so far. Put some railings on the back here. Make some cannon holes on the side. And then we're going to put our main mast here. Maybe a little crow's nest up here for somebody to keep lookout. And here's our other mast. And this one I'm going to make it rolled up. And then, of course, we're just going to make some slashes here to show that it's boards on that boat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line right here. I'm going to plop it in the water because that's our anchor. Now, we're not close enough to see the ship's head, but they usually have one, like a mermaid or something. And then there's our pirate ship. Sweet! I think that's a pretty good... this might be one of my favorite ones that we've done, guys. I think this turned out pretty good. Or pretty well, if you're one of those people. Ugh, White Castle burgers, are you kidding me? I need a 6-pack of those. Absolutely. All right, guys, that looks pretty good. And also another good way to fill some negative space is to jot in some clouds up there. Cool. All right, guys, my time is up. It is 2 o'clock already. I hope you guys enjoyed this version of the castles. I want to challenge you guys with going on to Google and looking at some other castles and kind of smash them together. You know what I mean? Like, take the best parts of multiple pictures and put them together. But in a half hour, look what we just did together. That's really cool. That's awesome. I'm super proud of you guys. Drawing is easy when you let it. When you let drawing be easy, it can be easy. So I will see you guys next Tuesday. Please put it on your Google Calendar. Write yourself a note. And next week, we will get back together. Have a good day, guys. Nice job. Adirondack Art Company.